And action. Why not? How's it going, YouTube? DMTombstone Belts back here again with a brand new episode for you guys of DMTombstone Live. I hope you guys are enjoying this live. Will enjoy this live stream. I want to see how long I can maybe do this for, because after all, got a little bit of time before the big game. You guys all know the Lions play Cincinnati today. There ain't no team hotter than the Lions right now. So, anyway, before we get started, letting you guys know when we do DM Tombstone Live, it's unsanctioned, uncensored. Anything that happens. Just try to make it as family friendly as possible. And if you like the streaming when I do, feel free to hit the like, because I'll be keeping track with it up there, my icons. And don't forget, and as well, if you want to leave a comment below, and I'll check them out and maybe respond to you guys. But as well, if you're new to my channel and want to know what I'm all about, especially about about those back there. What are you eating? Oh, just hey, I am just some baked potato. Yeah. So anyway, you want to know what I'm all about? Check out my main channel. I do reviews of these belts right behind me. Nearly made like 439 videos about it. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. What's up? Hey, what's up, Iram? How are you? Yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Help me get to 800, guys. I'm now 26 away. The closer I get to 800, the more it's going to favor you guys, because when I get to the 800 mark, I want to do something special like I always do every 100 mark and do a belt giveaway. I already did 2 this year alone, and so far I already surpassed last year's record of getting 200 plus subscribers within 1 year. Now there is a chance to get to 300 plus subscribers in this year, and it's getting real close now, guys. Stay at just 26 subscribers away from reaching 800. And I've been keeping up with the news of other stuff. PK Gamers, hey PK Gamers, how are you? 1 second, guys. Be right back. Just give me 1 second. Sorry, guys, I'm back. Yeah. How are you? Hey, guys, don't leave the live stream. Yeah, how you doing, guys? Yeah, thank you all for being part of this live stream. But yeah, been updating, been watching a lot of the stuff, like WrestleMania. Do you have Insta? Yes, I do have an Instagram. It's DanielMe96. If you guys want to follow me on my social media, like I said, X is DMTombstone96 and Instagram is DanielMe96. I post pics there before I do stuff here on YouTube sometimes. Oh, pardon me, guys. Now I got the hiccups. But yeah, so I've been trying to keep update of all the stuff that's been happening with wrestling, and of course seeing Collision last night. Well, some of it. Raw, I didn't know it was on earlier than normal. It was on at 7 and not 8. So I might have missed like half an hour worth of it. But, typical Collision stuff. And most times I didn't even able to watch most of it. I was out last night with my brother, his girlfriend, and our nephew checking out some of the streets that decorated stuff up for Halloween. You know how it is for this type of year. Could you follow me? PK Gamers on Instagram. Yeah, I'll try to follow you. Once I'm done with the stream, I'll follow you on Instagram. And as well, why not have everyone else? If you guys wouldn't mind, maybe follow PK Gamers. Is it PK Gamers on your Instagram? Can you follow me, big bro? Yeah, no problem, man. Can I ask you a question, Iram? Yeah, yes, Iram. Go ahead. No problem, PK Gamers. I will follow you. Is PK Gamers your well? What is your Instagram, PK Gamers? So I can at least try to find it and follow you. It's Piyush Shahu 18. Okay, I'll try to remember that. In fact, hold on one second. Let me see if I could. Okay, it's. Let me see if. Hold on one second. Let me write that down so I can remember. Okay. Oops. And I don't know if I'll be able to record or copy. All right, it's PIYUSH underscore SAHU Sahu 18. All right. When I get done with this stream, I'll definitely look you up on Instagram and follow you. And as well, I'll say for anyone else that will mind, try following him as well on Instagram. It's Piyush Sahu. Yeah. Oops. All right. Let's see. Before Maven Face really revealed his wife, white people said that Maven is gay. I have no idea. Could be the way he acted, or it could be the some people that could just have that look to them that make people think he's gay. I mean, look at Todd Chrisley. He's married, but yet he sounds and acts like well, I don't want to go too far about it because, God forbid, I don't want to mock or yet make fun or even joke about, anyone of the LGBTQ community, because after all, you don't want to piss off a bunch of people that would just be like, something, maybe I should stick something up your ass and maybe you see how you like it. Yeah. I'm just saying, I just don't want to joke around to the gay community or the LGBTQ community or stuff like that. I mean, I have nothing against them. Can you follow me right now? Don't forget, that's 2 underscores there. Oh, that's 2? Oh, it looked like 1. Well, if I follow you right now, if I try to leave, because right now I'm streaming on my phone, it's the only thing I have. And if I try to get off it and go to Instagram and follow you there, it'll just start my stream back from scratch. And I don't know if I want to do that right now. So I say I should do the streaming now, and I'll probably do it better. Don't worry, I got it written down, so I'll make sure to remember that. Double underscore. I'll believe me, man. I'm a man of my word. If I say I'll follow you, I'll follow you. No problem, man. Which person you were talking about? That podcaster? What podcaster? No, Todd Chrisley ain't a podcaster. If you ever watch, it's a show. He has like a thing for fashion. I think he's a rich guy that created some type of fashion company. But if you don't know, he also had a reality show on the USA Network for a couple for some at least for a few seasons before he went to jail for. I think it was like him and his wife went to jail for tax evasion or something like that. Butter Dragons. Hi, Butter Dragons. How are you? Yeah, it's Todd Chrisley from like Chrisley Knows Best. That was the name of the show. Pretty Deadly is real couple. Did you know that? Oh, good. You? Yeah, I'm doing good, Butter Dragons. Well, like again, I don't look into much. Hold on one second, folks. I do apologize for that, folks. Looks like someone was just trying to mess up the stuff when it's doing something like that. Can you mimic the Pretty Deadly? Yes, boys, like that type thing. I can do very little of mimic stuff like that, and plus, too, people start thinking, oh, like if I act like that, if I start mimicking like that, like people don't think it is a joke, and they think, oh, this guy's really like this. He always sounds like something like that. Hey, did you follow me? Man, I'll follow you after the stream because if I try to do it now, I'm streaming on the phone right now. And if I try to get on my Instagram right now, it's going to stop the stream here and I got to start up all over again. And I don't want to risk that. Like, man, don't act too desperate of having me try to follow you, man. I'll follow you when I can. I will follow you. Don't worry. Bob? Who the hell is Bob? I don't know any Bob. Like, what, Bob the Builder? Bob the Doctor? Oh, yeah. Drake and Josh reference. Bisexual Undertaker is just beating that Pretty Deadly one half. What? Okay, I understand that your situation, bro. Yeah, don't worry, I will follow you. But like I said, right now, in order for me to do it, I have to cut the stream off and do it. So, but I got your Instagram written down, so I'll remember to follow you when I'm done with the stream. So don't worry, man. I will follow you. No problem. Did you know who is bisexual? Undertaker. Well, I don't know if Undertaker is bisexual. Believe me, I don't think he's that type of. I don't think he is. After all, he is. He was married. What, I think twice, if not yet 3 times. Like I only know of 2 marriages. His current one with Michelle McCool, and another one with a former woman that used to do wrestling that I think wrestled DDP called Sarah. Hey, by the way, are you from U.S. or anywhere else? I'm from the U.S. I mean, I wouldn't be wearing a Detroit Lions hat if I was not in the United States. Just saying, because I mean, I wouldn't know much about anything about football or anything related to certain sports if I wasn't in the country that played those sports. It's Damian Priest's nickname. Oh, he's called the bisexual Undertaker. Well, I wouldn't say he's. I. That's the thing. Damian Priest should not be trying to be some other form like the next Undertaker. There's only one Undertaker. He should just try to be himself. And yeah. I do see he's dressed up like something you've dressed up with his gear looking like something you could find out of Spencer's Gifts or something or Hot Topic. It's just that I want to see him as some form of another form of Undertaker. Can you guess which country I am living? Um, well, if I recall, most of my, if fellow subscribers and fans of my channel, majority of them are definitely not probably from the United States. So I assume you're not from this country. I'm maybe suspecting maybe somewhere in Europe, maybe. They're saying like I think it showed on my stats that 50% of I'm pretty sure like good 50% of my followers. No, it's not. Oh, many people call him bisexual Undertaker. He can't be the Undertaker. That's why he's bisexual Undertaker. No, I wouldn't call him that. Even that, like anything of saying like, "Yo, he's this type of Undertaker, or that Undertaker." No, anything he should just be known as Damien Priest. Yes, he may do moves like Undertaker, but that doesn't mean you should be calling him something like a bisexual Undertaker. Like Kane, he was basically the flame thing Undertaker. Correct, bro. Oh, so you are from Europe. Okay. I'm thinking maybe United Kingdom or Ireland. A place that definitely does speak English, because I know some people that leave comments in my streams here. Many times they speak a language that I definitely can't read or let alone pronounce. Because after all, it's like some people speak in I think they speak like some form of Bangladesh or Hindu or stuff like that. But it seems to me that you definitely come from a country where English is basically like almost like the norm type of language. So I'm thinking it has to be here somewhere in the UK. Am I somewhere on that point, PK gamers? Yeah. 'Cause I know I got one person. I think I got a couple that are from Germany, and like I said, I don't speak German that fluent or well. Oh, okay, never mind. That ain't German or European or anything like that. I think that I think what is that? I almost say that's close to something like Bangladesh, maybe, or not yet. I Iraq, I think. It's just hmm. Can you mimic the Rock? Well, wait. Well, let me tell you something right now. Iram. When Tombstone Belts has to do a Rock impersonation, it's not very well. I mean, after all, no one could do something like Dwayne Johnson can. If you smell what the Rock is cooking, probably my best impression of him, because he has that type of voice that's hard to mimic. Nothing like Stone Cold Steve Austin. When you get in that damn shower, and there's a bar of soap. You scrub it underneath your armpits, around your balls, and your fucking asshole. You got that, you smelly prick? I'm sorry, guys. I just watched that thing on like Instagram or TikTok. Stone Cold trying to do a PSA and just cussing up a storm. When you get in that damn shower, just use a bar of soap. Put a little water on it, and you scrub it around your body, underneath your pits, around your balls, and your ass. Like that type of stuff. Here's a tube of toothpaste. Put some of it on there's a little toothbrush. Scrub them gimmicks in your mouth they call teeth. Get that yellow shit off them and breath don't smell like a mother. That's just hilarious. Uh, oh yeah, and by the way, I did finally watch. I completely finished the series, the new Netflix series of the monster series that involve with serial killers. Like I've seen the episode, like obviously watched Dahmer, the first one of the series, then the Menendez brothers, and the most recent one they did with Ed Gein. I finally finished watching that one. It was a pretty good series, and really does help uh, show the dark and twisted side of a well-known killer and not yet maniac that helped inspire three iconic movie killers of the horror genre. I mean, without Ed Gein, we wouldn't have Norman Bates. We would not have Buffalo Bill, and we wouldn't have Jebediah Sawyer. And if you guys don't know who that is, probably know him more as the infamous Leatherface or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like I said, Ed, and yet it seems like they made him more sympathetic. Like they make you feel sorry for the guy, and like how he even speaks. Like it sounds like I almost like feel sorry for what he went through, but yet yeah, I think the guy is dark and twisted. If it wasn't for him, I mean, uh, and it just helps. And as well, the series is pretty good. It's really gonna help the guys that made those other movies inspired to make more of a documentary like story of the other serial killers. Like we eventually may see one about Ted Bundy, or we may see one about John Wayne Gacy. Even though they made references to them in these monster movies, like they mentioned John Wayne Gacy for Dahmer, and then they mentioned Charles Manson, Ed Kemper, and again, like I said, Ted Bundy in this newest series with Ed Gein. Just probably showing that they're going to probably make more movies based off them. I mean, I see why they did one about the Menendez brothers because recently they were up for parole, like during the time, and they just thought, "Huh, nobody knows who these guys are, so why not we make a series about who they really are and what they did?" It doesn't matter what you watch in Netflix because the matter is cooking. All right, real funny, Iran. But I'm just saying, I just want to give my opinions on stuff like I watch on Netflix. And as well, then, I mean, if I'm not watching Raw, then what the hell am I a WWE fan for? If it anyway, because now Raw is on Netflix. What are you playing? Oh, I'm just still doing more stuff on Minecraft. Just finishing up the final floor on one of my buildings right now. Building 4 is almost complete. Yeah, I've just been looking up stuff on YouTube about these buildings, and it turns out there was 2 extra floors for this building, so I had to add them, and about to top it off with the roof, and eventually building number 4 will be done, and then I gotta start working on 5, and then probably get 5 done within the week or so, and then work on building number 6 and get that done, and then start working on buildings 1 and 2, and then eventually get to building number 3. I'm pretty sure you're all still wondering what did that mean. Can you say to Iram, I'm gonna beat your candy ass? You know what? Candy by mimicking the rock. Yeah. Well, you still want me to do that rock impression, Iram? You know, there's one thing I don't like is when people want to tell me to do this and do that on my streams. So you know what, Iram? You're about 2 seconds away to having Tombstone bouts lay a smackdown on your candy ass. And Tombstone Belts is a man of his word. So keep on asking your dumbass questions about mimic this, mimic that. Because right now, I'm not about mimicking people. I'm a guy who wants to do streaming and give you his words and thoughts on what's going on in wrestling today. Is that good enough for you, Aram? Yeah, I don't want to sound like a asshole doing that, but if I'm trying to get the Rock's like persona, I think I got that one down. Oh yeah, and still more updates on what's been going on. I've been Waiting for stuff to come in the mail. I see more updated work on from. His name is Ranasama, I think. It's Ranasama, or Ranasama, I think that's his name. If I mispronounce it, I do apologize. But he, one of his orders is already out to be shipped to me. He eventually is going to give me the tracking numbers probably tomorrow, and I'll be informed of when that will come in. And if it's somewhere this time of this week, I don't know if I'll be able to stream it like an unboxing stream. But I'll try to do an unboxing review video on my main channel. So stay tuned for when that happens. But yeah. And what else is there? I'm trying to think. What else is there for me that I'm missing? You know, Shawn Michael always hate Maven because Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels always hate Maven because I'm thinking that Maven was trying to act like Rock. Well, sometimes people hold grudges and the rivalries you can see on TV. Sometimes those aren't just like for show or TV. Like they're actual, like they actually hated each other. Like those type of rivals. Like think of Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. For over a decade, these guys hated each other's guts. They didn't want to be in the exact same locker room, and especially after that Montreal screw job. It took Bret Hart 13 years to forgive and forget. I mean, he won't forget the Montreal screw job, but he can at least try to forgive Shawn Michaels. I mean, Shawn Michaels finally found God at a time and wanted to bury the hatchet with Bret Hart. And thank God they are now like good friends. But yeah, sometimes certain rivalries are nothing like you would see like on TV. There actually could be real life like grudges and against each other and stuff like that. And sometimes it's just really messed up to think, wow, I thought it was just a show. But no, was Shawn Michaels was a jerk in the early nights. Well, yeah, but then again, I think he was running around with Marty Jannetty, and those guys were doing any type of drug that was founded in the '90s, like from cocaine to I think speed, maybe heroin, and taking pills and stuff like that. Shawn Michaels wasn't in his right of mind during that time, and then when he had a messed up back, believe me, it was a lot worse. And then he marries one of the Nitro girls at the time. I think it was a Nitro girl. Well, he met his wife, get pregnant with a son, and then he said he burst into tears that time when his son knew exactly what he was doing. Like, oh, Dad's tired again, and that stuff, and broke his heart to realize that his own son was now knowing what he was doing. It's I think it can be really sad to know that you're messing up and you're doing that to your young son that is just like knows what you're doing. And man, that changed Sean for the better. He found God, learned to basically feel sorry and ask for forgiveness from all the people he screwed over the years and the friends that he turned down for a while. Are you still single or trying to mingle? Um, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm single, but then again, I don't want my personal life to be out there and all that. Did you watch Maven run in WWE? I've seen some of his matches, like when he was the hardcore champion. Again, like I said, guys, he was Maven. As far as I know about Maven, he was only known to be held the only championship he had was the hardcore champion. And I think he was a winner of one of the. I think he was the first one to win the like the WWE's series of Tough Enough. I think he was the first one to win Tough Enough, like the very first Tough Enough. Because I know there's been many others after that. Like Miz was on one of them. He didn't win it, but he was the one that ended up staying longer than the guy who actually won the Tough Enough. Now you think about it, those that actually compete in Tough Enough and actually win it, not many of them you see stick around to this day. I mean, how many people that I mean, I mean, out of all the Tough Enoughs, did you ever watch any of these videos? I've tried to watch most of them, but there, guys, I got a lot of. I mean, I try to watch as many of the YouTube videos that I subscribe to, and as well they like try to watch everything related to wrestling. And, like, there's a ton of videos out there, and it's hard to just keep track of them all. And to me, I'm not a fan of like certain stuff like especially to a Maven. Like before, all I heard is the fact how he tried to basically speak out, and he was the first one to come out to talk about breaking kayfabe because, like, how he talks about secrets that shouldn't have even been out there. As wrestling back in that time, even mostly sometime today, it's like Vegas. What happens in it stays in it. And Maven was out. I mean, out of WWE for a long time, and he started. I heard it's like he's most of his videos now are mostly about him revealing the big secrets of how WWE was. And then we get shows like Dark Side of the Ring, and of course all those other A&E uh, episodes about WWE legends that talk about their past. Wow, we're going on for over half an hour already. Yeah, I guess I did send links out there to Stephen Hammer. I guess he's just too busy again, or might have just fell asleep because I haven't heard of anything about it. Do you think Braun Breaker has charisma? I do, but then again, the guy acts all hopped up like he's on roids or something, like his Uncle Scott Steiner. Or is it Rick? I don't know about who he's related to. Is it like, I think it's his Scott Steiner is his uncle. I'm just saying because I don't, I know he's one of the Steiners. He's related to the Steiner brothers. I don't know if his dad is either Rick or, or I don't know if Rick is either his dad or uncle and vice versa with Scott. But the way he acts, I swear to God, he just act like a rabid dog barking and shit. It just looks too untouchable. I mean, again, if you want to try to push a superstar, you want to make him feel like he's untouchable. But when he feels like that too much untouchable, in the way he looks, it just looks like the guy's hopped up on some type of hormone or some steroid or some shit. I mean, hell, Brock Lesnar has. Have you seen how he looked? Can you do a stream in 3 times this in a week? I would if I could. But like I said, guys, most of my streaming times it'd be hard to do because of my schedule with work. Because I work Monday through Friday, and if work picks up, it would be like Saturdays and Sundays as well. So yeah, it will be difficult for me to try to do streaming 3 times a week. I try to do them as much as I can. Austin Theory has all things to be a face. Well, indeed, especially that Grayson Waller basically ditched him to try to join New Day. I can see if Austin Theory comes back, he could like try to become a babyface and go after Grayson Waller for just basically leaving him in the dirt. I'm pretty sure that's what they're setting up for. Austin Theory to finally be a face. Only Vince McMahon see the things in wrestling that nobody can see. Well, well, then again, can you really say that about Vince McMahon? That he sees wrestlers for who they are? Because back in those days, he didn't see like the small type of wrestlers as big things. Like he didn't see Eddie Guerrero or Chris Benoit as world champions at the time. He always enjoyed seeing the big bulk guys that were hopped up on the juice to be world champions, like Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, and Brock Lesnar, like those big guys. Vince McMahon make Roman, Cena, Hogan, Rock Austin in Austin Theory. Well, yeah, but then again, many times he gives them the character, but then again, it's them that have to make that character feasible. It ain't Vince McMahon pushing out there to tell them do this, do that. Most of the time, he gives them a thought of who this character is. He made Cena first start as that one prototype of OVW character that wear like those colorful wrestling shorts and with the buzz haircut. If Vince McMahon would have kept him like Vince, I'm pretty sure Vince McMahon would have kept Cena to look like that, and then he would end up firing him because he had nothing other than just that. But it was when Stephanie heard Cena freestyle rap, she made him try to be this Doctor of Thugonomics. So you can't say Vince McMahon created John Cena. I say Cena created that the way he was at that time from 2000 like 3 to now was thanks to the fact that Stephanie McMahon heard him freestyle. If it wasn't for that, I'm pretty sure we would still see the OVW style of John Cena that slapped Kurt Angle because he said he had ruthless aggression. Like that type of stuff. What's up, bro? Skullman, Belts and More. Hey, man, how are you? Thank you for being a part of this live stream. Vince McMahon has the quill, has the eyes. Yes, he does, but now you can't say he can't do it forever. And I guess the time for him to do that is come and gone, since now he can no longer be part of the WWE, especially with those allegations still going on. And I'm surprised that they didn't even want to bring him back, even though he helped create the way how WWE is today to make pro wrestling as big as it was now. But wrestling has moved on without Vince McMahon at the helm. Chinese people eat dogs and cats. What is your opinion? That's just a racial stereotype. I'm not sure if that's even true. I mean, I I enjoy eating Chinese food myself, but then again, I know that it's not cat and dog. That's just chicken and rice and like I don't know what the hell is in their egg rolls. No, I don't eat egg rolls. I mostly just eat their almond chicken, but well, no nuts because I'm allergic to almonds. But I just eat their chicken and their chicken fried rice because that shit's good. And my thoughts of them eating cats and dogs, I don't think that's true. That's just a messed up racial stereotype. It's like saying African Americans, all of them are just got that like that. Most of them have rotten or messed up teeth, and they'll wear grills or they'll wear their pants all saggy and talking all hood and stuff, dropping an N word, and they drink grape soda and enjoy eating watermelon. That's and fried chicken. That's all not true. That's just racial stereotyping. It's. I mean, even with that, you can't say it's racist. No, it's not racist at all because that's just like stereotypical stuff. It's like saying Jewish people love money and gold. They usually are doctors or lawyers and stuff, and even politics and stuff like that. You can't even say that is true. I watch videos that Chinese people eat cats and dogs. Again, that's not all of them. I'm pretty sure of it. That's why I'm saying that thing's been around for years. Talking about them as bad. It's like a racial stereotype. And I do hear the fact that some of them maybe eat bats too. But then again, their country, there are certain animals that they may eat could be considered like a delicacy. Like I think in Vietnam or some Asian country, they deep fry tarantulas and eat them as a tasty treat. Like eat them like French fries. I'm like, yeah. I'm not a fan of. I mean, I don't like spiders, especially if you gotta cook them up and eat them. Like, what the hell is that I barely don't want to get near one, let alone have one near my mouth. Ugh, that's just ugh. Felt a chill on my spine even talking about that. But yeah, I'd say Iran. That's just like a racial stereotype. Maybe some of them do because maybe they're in a like at a famine side of their country, or not yet in a desperate time call for desperate measures. But I'm saying that's just to me. I see that as a racial stereotype uh, describing what they are like, and I know that's completely not true. I mean, it's not like I lived in China because I'm an American citizen, and most people that are that were not born in China only have like a rental stay in China. They can't live there technically. Yeah, Asian people eat such. What's your opinion? Well, my opinion, well, that's them. That ain't me. Like I say, if they want to eat that, if they want to eat some crazy shit like that, by all means, that's up to them. I'm not their parent. I'm not a father to them and say you don't eat that and stuff like that. That's their say. If they're fine and healthy while eating that type of stuff, by all means, go ahead because that doesn't affect me at all. It's like me saying about like I don't hate gay people. I don't hate certain people at all. Like all means, we live in a world today where hatred's not the type of thing that you are be trying to spread. Like that stuff died in the '60s, back in the day. I have no hatred to certain people. Other than the fact that some that want to do stupid stuff, like terrorists, the ones that want to just kill thousands of people because they're some guy that they can't see tells them to. Like their God says they gotta put a jihad on these people so they all have to die, even though they're not, even though they're like innocent and they maybe don't deserve it. But our God tells us to, so we have to. I see a woman eats grilled cat. Ugh. Okay, Iram, maybe try not to make me gag or have chills down my spine while I'm streaming, man. Maybe just keep that thing to yourself because, as far as I know, in my opinion, I don't really care about it because I don't watch that. I don't watch like straight up. I don't watch that shit, and I'm not fun to watch that shit. That's just disgusting to me because I have a heart to animals, and to me, I don't want to see myself seeing that type of stuff. That's just it just hurts me too much. I see Asian women eat dogs' legs and that. Okay, Iram, I'm going to say, please stop. Because I don't want to hear that. I don't, it doesn't matter what you see. What matters is I don't want to hear that shit. So I say, knock it off on the whole eating this and that stuff right now because I'm trying not to gag or not yet throw up on camera. And if that's what you're trying to do, I'll just have to mute you till the next stream time. You understand? But I hate that because I love dogs, cats, sometimes feed them. Well, yes, I say that as well. I love animals too, but yet you're hating them because the fact is they're doing that. But then again, you wouldn't know unless you watch that shit. And that makes me think, what kind of sick, twisted person would watch that shit to begin with? You hate the guy that eats the damn animal, but yet your dumbass is the one that hit play on the fucking video to begin with. I mean, that's what I say. I don't. I mean, I love animals too, but I wouldn't be want to. But yet, I wouldn't be hating the guy who ate the damn thing. Let alone be watching him eat the damn thing. I'd be like, you know what? If he eats it, let him eat it. It's just that I don't want to know that he does eat it because then I'm gonna have a messed up mind and that type of stuff. Like, simple fact, if people send you videos like that, just ignore them. Just ignore it. Because, hey, you know what you like and you know what you are. Just be you. No need to be like throwing up this weird, twisted bullshit to others. I mean, if you understand, like I say, I'm not saying that you're doing this just to try to make it seem like you want to hate people that do this type of stuff. But hey, that's their country, that's their culture. Hey, there's some like village type people that eat dead bodies and shit. It's wrong to some people, to modern day people. It's twisted, it's sick, it's ungodly to do stuff like that. But to them, that's their culture. That's what they were lived by for thousands of years. If I say something that someone gonna say that I hate Asian, no, I'm not saying you hate. It doesn't mean you hate Asian people. You just hate people that eat cats and dogs. But then again, I'm sure you're not the only one. But then again, I'm pretty sure there's not like a. It doesn't mean there's more people out there that eat cats and dogs than over people that don't. Hey, people in France eat fucking snails. Sorry if I'm exploiting too much of those vulgar and inappropriate language. I do apologize. But yeah, like I said, people in France eat snails, and yet that's disgusting to me. I'm like, who eats this? I'm pretty sure the texture of snails is like the texture of booger, and I'm like, eh. And I'm thinking, not much to eat there, and you just like eat it like it's a delicacy, like it's a tasty treat. I'm looking. I mean, I've seen snails in my life, and all gooey and slimy, and I'm thinking to put that near my mouth. Oh god, that's nasty. And I'm trying not to gag, so I'm gonna stop talking about that stuff. It's just come to my YouTube feed. I always don't recommend. Well, like I say, yeah, there's certain stuff you should not recommend. And I think watching them where they cook stuff up like that is definitely maybe not up to your guidelines. So I recommend you just delete your YouTube search history because that's just messed up. That's sick. But again, like I've seen people that eat weirder stuff too. Like you ever heard of like those ocean isopods that look like big ass cockroaches? People eat that, and yet I see how they cook that thing up, and it don't look that bad. But to me, I don't want no damn uh giant ocean cockroaches for dinner anytime soon. That's just not me. Don't get me wrong. For them, the coronavirus happened. Well, again, that's just rumors and just theories out there. There's no legit, confirmation, if not yet anything like that. They said that they started the coronavirus spread. That's all just propaganda stuff. Like time when we, like nearly 100 over 100 years ago, when the Spanish flu happened, they were calling it the Spanish flu because they claim it started somewhere in Spain. That's when they called the name of the Spanish flu. But but then they changed it to something called like the H1N1 virus, which then was like known as avian flu, or which then turned into swine flu. But yeah, the Spanish flu was the first case of the H1N1 virus. And then we've seen it years later to be known as something called the swine flu. Now here I am talking about like now here I am like talking to Iran like it's a history lesson. Like I ain't no damn teacher, but yet I have some form of knowledge. But yeah. But anyway, wow, almost going on for 50 minutes. But yeah. Uh, so I'm pretty sure I've just said everything I need to be said. Like watched like about the AEW Collision. That was okay. Excited to see Crown Jewel and Perk coming up next week. Hopefully, able to see all of it, but not with the ESPN app because, yeah, screw ESPN apps and stuff like that. It's just why would I want to be spending more money just to watch the damn streaming? So only once a month. So yeah, I'm gonna say screw that. I'm gonna just watch it on crack streams. And you know why coronavirus happened? Came come from China. Well, like I said, that's just a theory of what people say how COVID-19 started. Yeah, obviously, because they first when it started, it was known as the Wuhan flu. I mean, that there alone just claims that they're trying to say it was started from China. But then again, they couldn't call it the Chinese flu because they weren't so sure. Instead, they call it the Wuhan flu, which is just sounds like a racial thing of saying other than calling it the Chinese flu. But yeah, again, like I said, I'm not sure that's completely true, and I wouldn't know until why would I want to search up to find out what is true about that? All we know is the fact it spread throughout the world and was almost as bad as the Spanish flu at the time, almost 100 years ago. It's always fun to watch your stream. Well, thank you, Iram. I know probably I want to do something different for my live streams, and not yet for some videos. Like for my mimics, I almost want to say do something like maybe like yep, like Wolfie that does a stream of him reading a story. And what better story than maybe some horror like related books? Yep. Maybe do like Goofy reads Goosebumps. I mean, let me know if you guys want me to do some streams like that where I read like original scary book stories. 'Cause I got a couple Goosebumps books around here. Maybe I can read them on camera to you guys. Maybe it'd be like a couple hour long stream. What are your plans for Halloween? Uh, well, maybe I may have to first see if I'm working Halloween. If not, I mean, if I am, I probably would take that day off. Mostly be hanging around the house in costume, maybe giving out candy to the kids when they go trick or treating. Just have a little bit of fun, stuff like that. Let me keep track of time. Well, we got a couple more hours before when kids come. Do you give them? Well, yeah, I give them out. I give out candy. Some of them may be a little bit too scared to come by me because I dress up as Michael Myers. But can't say that some of them try to do stuff. All right. Did you play soccer? Maybe back then when I was a kid. I don't play it much anymore. Can you explain to me baseball? I mean, what better way to explain like how baseball is in the way of probably one of the greatest comedians I listen to than George Carlin. He explains how football and baseball are completely two different types of sports. Like how in like baseball is more like a laid back game where it always like the crowd and all that. It's like a homey vibe, and it just makes you feel at peace. While football is just a regularly scheduled time game where the crowd's always ready to seem like they're about ready to play hands and willing to take the life of a human being. In football, it's all about downs. Like, what down is it? Baseball, it's all about ups. Who's up? I'm not up. You're not up. He's up. In baseball, you play on a field in a diamond at the park, a baseball park. Football is played on a gridiron and played on a field probably named in an arena named after something that happened at the time, like the memory of someone or some stuff like that. In football, you wear a helmet. In baseball, you wear a cap. In football, you get a penalty. Or football, there's a penalty. In, in baseball, you make an error. Whoops. In baseball, there is no time limit. It could it could run, and after 9 innings, it could go as long as it wants. Even it could go to extra innings. There's no such thing as tiebreakers. In football, it's a scheduled time. There is no time limit for baseball. It could even go on for extra innings. In football, it's a regularly timed event, even if and will eventually come to an end, even if it involves with sudden death. Football is played in an all-weather event, if it's snow, rain, sleet, even if a tornado. Well, probably not if a tornado happens, but yet it can be played in an all-weather event, even in rain or snow. In baseball, if it rains, you don't have to come out to play. But yeah, I would say I think cricket is the only sport that has three different variations. Well, I'm not sure. Well, they like tennis, volleyball, and ping pong. They're all kind of like the exact same game to begin with. Like how ping pong, it could be teams in that or one on one. Tennis is basically could be singular or teams, and it's like ping pong except you're playing on the table. You're standing on the table. And volleyball could be like another form of ping pong as well. It's a reckless team ping pong played while an inflatable playing with an inflatable ball with a raised net while standing on the table, even if the table is filled with sand. Sometimes. What is your favorite Halloween year in your life? Ooh, favorite Halloween. Well, ones that I can remember. So maybe the first three Halloweens, I don't remember them that much. So those have to be out. I might have to say, that's kind of hard because I can't say which Halloween year was probably my favorite because each one had their own type of thing to be a favorite of. Other than probably, except I can't say Halloween 2012 because that was when I had, because literally the next day I had to get surgery on my shoulder. So literally I was out there risking a chance to dislocate my shoulder again while going up and all that. I mean, maybe the trick or treat years in my life was a good one. I think I remember like one year, I forget what year it was. I remember I had like basically a wide bin about nearly 4 feet in length, filled to the brim with candy because we literally gone door to door to almost every neighborhood with pillow sacks full of candy. Then we dump them out. Then we go out again, go to another neighborhood, fill them up, dump it out. I mean, we literally had Halloween candy all the way up to Christmas, if not yet New Year's, filled with candy. Then worst year. My worst year was 2012. I mean, because the fact was, I think it was like the last time I actually gone trick or treating, and it was when I was going in for surgery the next day. Are you still wrestling? Not as much anymore. I mean, after all, I already had two surgeries on my shoulder alone, and chances are I don't want to risk another dislocation because then that's going to involve me having a shoulder replacement surgery, and I'm trying to keep as much of my shoulder as possible without having it replaced. Yeah, there's that. Wow, going over an hour. What is your mom opinion about your YouTube channel? Well, I'm not sure about that. I mean, she probably don't care as much, but she is excited to see that I've done a lot for my channel. She's more excited about what I do, you know, off of YouTube as well. I mean, I do a lot of stuff that is you don't see here on YouTube. Like she's just proud of my creativity and that type of stuff. How I and as well proud of what I've done. Like this. Before I did YouTube, I never like I had two jobs. I was working two jobs and going to college at the same time. I've been out of college now for a few years. Almost been a decade now since I've done that. But yeah, I've done college, I've done all this other stuff, and hold on one second. Turn it on. Sorry about that, guys. Who's your favorite AEW superstar? I think I talked about that before. I'm gonna say you're between like Jon Moxley, maybe Darby Allin, but also for tag teams, I may like the Jurassic Express since they made a return. I mean, not many favorite superstars for AEW, but I got a couple. Like I said, like I think Darby Allin's one of them, and Jon Moxley. Are you gonna watch John Cena live Saturday Night Event by taking a ticket? Well, I'm not gonna go to Washington D.C. to watch that because like they said, like front row is like $11,000, and I'm not spending that money for that type of stuff. If they had Washington and go to Washington D.C. for that in December, yeah, I know I'm not gonna bother do that. When year began when Jesus Christ, Ron, or Dad? What? What the hell are you talking about? All right, I think I'm probably gonna have to. Probably gonna do this for a little bit. I mean, right now it looks like we're getting close. I'm gonna probably add the 2-minute warning right here and stop at 110. So I'm probably gonna do an outro for you guys. Thank you guys for being a part of this live stream. Thank you so much. And wow, it's been going on for over an hour now, and I never thought it'd go this long, but I guess you guys just like to see me do this live stream and now that. But now I'm probably gonna end it right here, so because I'm about to get maybe some food before we go watch the game. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this live stream. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, and if you're new to my channel, you want to know what I'm all about, especially with these belts, check it out. My 439 videos worth of them. I mean, Jesus died around 2025 years ago or dead. Well, no, he didn't die like over 2,000 years ago. He died in 33 AD. So you still got about another 8 years before you could say he died 2,000 years ago. But anyway, so I said, make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Let's try to get me to 800. We're getting close. We're almost near the end there with 26 more. And don't forget to ring the notification bell, meaning so you guys be notified from when I do live streams and more videos. I know some will be coming up sometime this week. But don't forget to also, right? Yeah. He was like, I think he was 30. So I think he was born either 1 BC or 1 AD. I'm not sure, but he was in his 30s when he died. Next stream date, probably next week. Don't forget to follow me also on my social media, like on X at DMTombstone96, and as well on Instagram at DME96, where I may post pics there before I post stuff here on YouTube. Shout out to my friends like my good buddy Dex, who does live streams as well on his channel, mostly involving music, but he also has a wrestling channel called Wrestle Chat Talk. And also shout out to my friends like Steven Hammer, STEPHEN Hammer, who does belt related videos as well on his channel. Anyway, I'm DM Tombstone Belts, and for DM Tombstone Live, signing off. See you guys next time. Have a good day, everybody.